I've done the top 10 Mario Kart Tour city tracks, so now let's do the top 10 Mario Kart Tour retro tracks. Now of course, since Nintendo keeps on adding in new retro tracks every now and again, this list will only contain the retro tracks up to the date of recording, which is the 1st of July 2022. But anyway, here we go, the top 10 Mario Kart Tour retro tracks. Let's get going. First up on this list is GBA Cheep Cheep Island. Mario Kart Tour is the first game that this track got introduced since its debut in Mario Kart Super Circuit. And honestly, it's good to see this track come back. It was pretty forgettable in the original game, but Mario Kart Tour has increased its popularity. Well, on me anyway. This track looks really good, and I love the new modern feel to it. The Cheep Cheeps look nice, and the tracks does have a really good colour palette. Let's hope Cheep Cheep Island comes back in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Next is SNES Vanilla Lake 2. Now, I think the original version of Vanilla Lake 2 is the hardest Mario Kart track in the franchise. However, its remake in Mario Kart Tour isn't nearly as hard. It's so good to finally see a remake of Vanilla Lake 2, because this track is long overdue for a remake. I do like Vanilla Lake 2, and as difficult as I think it is, this track definitely has some charm to it, and the remake still keeps that same charm as the original. However, the music is exactly the same. I would have liked it even more if Nintendo remixed the music more, but I still love it. Again, let's hope that Vanilla Lake 2, or Vanilla Lake 1 at least, comes back in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Ah yes, N64 Frappe Snowland. This track is probably the most relaxing track in the Mario Kart franchise. Well, okay, at least it has the most relaxing music anyway. And this remake is no exception. I love the new improvements that this track has to offer. For example, the bit where you jump over the river has been changed slightly. Also, the snowmen don't do nearly as much damage as they did in the original. You can glide into the bit with the glacier walls, and the track is set at night. Honestly, I think that this version of N64 Frappe Snowland is the best version. Better than the DS remake and better than the original N64 version. And again, just like Cheep Cheep Island and Vanilla Lake 2, let's hope that Frappe Snowland comes back in the new DLC. Wario's Galeon is next. This track is fairly similar to the original 3DS version, so there isn't too much to say about this track other than it's fun and it's a blast to race on, and I love the atmosphere as well. And also, on the bit just before you drive on the shipwreck, you can also see some gold bars in one of the sections of the off-road. It's so cool. So yeah, there isn't that much to say about this track that I haven't already said when I did the top 10 Mario Kart 7 track list, so yeah, let's move on. Isn't Maple Tree Way such a fantastic track? And the Mario Kart Tour's remake does a really good job with keeping up with the really high standards that the original Mario Kart Wii version had. However, the graphics in this track don't look nearly as good as the Mario Kart Wii's version, or even the Mario Kart 7's remake, but the original vibe of Maple Tree Way is still there. Fun, relaxing, and a brilliant autumn adventure. I love Maple Tree Way so much. It is one of the best tracks Nintendo has ever made. Yes! Finally! We finally get a remake of GBA Sunset Wilds. I can't believe it took Nintendo this long to finally bring back the best track in Mario Kart Super Circuit. This track does look a little bit different though, but that's okay. I also love how Nintendo kept the theme of this track, changing it from a daytime to a nighttime lap by lap as well, which is one of the best features of the original version. The new music is really cool as well. Nintendo must bring this back in the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. They simply must. There is no excuses for them not to bring this back. It's that simple. Sunset Wilds is a masterpiece, and is one of the only tracks in Mario Kart Super Circuit that can hold his head up high as a really good Mario Kart track. This track is fantastic. Now here's a track that has already been added to the DLC, so I don't have to beg Nintendo to bring back N64 Choco Mountain. Yeah, I don't really have that much more to say about this track. I mean, I've spoken about how much I love this track when I was doing the top 10 Mario Kart 64 track list and the top 10 Mario Kart DS retro track list, and when I was reviewing Wave 1 of the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. So what more needs to be said about this track? It's simply a masterpiece of a track. Although it isn't as good as the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, since it isn't as lively as the DLC track due to the lack of paratroopers, toads and shy guys cheering you on as you race. However, due to the cave section in the middle of the track, it is better than the Mario Kart 64 and the Mario Kart DS version that doesn't have the cave section. So it is the second best N64 Choco Mountain track in the franchise, if you could say that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to see 3DS Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Tour. I mean, this track is really large, so I wasn't expecting Nintendo to fit a track as large as this into a phone game. But hey, I'm not complaining. 3DS Rainbow Road is amazing. This track is an adventure, an experience unlike any other. Driving on the rings of Saturn, traversing around all the planets in the solar system, and even on the moon. I'm so pleased this track is in Mario Kart Tour. And it more than must, be in the new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. I want this track to come back in the new DLC more than any other track, and it more than deserves to be in the new DLC. But who doesn't want this track to be in the DLC? Honestly, who on earth doesn't want it? More than any other track in the franchise, 3DS Rainbow Road must come back for the new DLC. It is that good. This track is more than a track. It's more than a Rainbow Road. It is an adventure, and it's every definition of what a Rainbow Road should be. Oh yes, SNES Rainbow Road. But this time, this track is only at number 2, for some reason. Although, okay, you'll see why SNES Rainbow Road is number 2 when you see which track is at number 1. But anyway, SNES Rainbow Road is a classic, and it will always remain the best Mario Kart track in the franchise. It is the most iconic track in the franchise, and the most colourful. And also, I love the fact how you can see planets and asteroids in the background in this version. It's a nice touch. This remake is brilliant. It isn't as good as the Mario Kart 7's remake, but still, I mean, it's way better than the SNES GBA and the Wii U's version, that's for sure. Also, the music is fantastic as well, and unlike the Wii U's version, Nintendo did not mess it up. Honestly, I should just move on before I go on and on about how much I love SNES Rainbow Road, especially since number 1 is... Yep, the only Mario Kart track in the franchise that is better than SNES Rainbow Road. DS Airship Fortress. Boy, this track. Where do we start with this track? I love the new colour palette on this track. It has an orangey golden feel to it. And I love the fact how inside the airship, that bit now has a drinks bar or a pub that is run by Shy Guys. That was cool as well. This version of Airship Fortress is everything that I love about the original DS version and the 3DS remake and some more. It is fantastic. So obviously, DS Airship Fortress will hold the crown of being the best retro track in Mario Kart Tour. So yeah, that is the list of the top 10 Mario Kart Tour retro tracks. So what did you think about that list? Thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I shall see you all in 2 weeks' time. See ya!